Hello everyone, Derek Stam Toys, and we are back with another action figure review, as today we've got the Elite Series 1010 Austin Theory. And of course, not just do we got the Austin Theory, but he doesn't have any packaging, so we don't have to really worry too heavy into that. So let's just bust into these accessories. We'll just start it off hot. Of course, realistically, he does come with a United States Championship. Why I am showing this one off, though he does technically have different side plates. This is the one I use for the pick fed. I didn't buy it with the championship, I just bought it with the interchangeable hands. Got it at a really good deal too, if I'm gonna be quite frank. But as far as it comes down to as well, he does come with two different sets of hands. The first set of hands we're going to go over are these Adam Cole Bebe pointer finger hands, because these are the same exact fingers that, hands that came with the Adam Cole. I don't know why my camera will not fucking focus. There we go. Holy shit. Took me for too fucking long to get that to focus, and I think it defocused anyways. I don't know. Either way, Adam Cole Bebe hands, same ordeal there. And of course he comes with the mic holding hands, which we can check out on the figure itself, especially since we've got the figure all busted out. We'll do a little quick action figure comparison just so you guys can see the differences when it comes to the figures, because man, they're definitely different. They are way different. Of course, not even just in attire, but you've got just the whole premise around the body structure itself. If I can get the Austin Theory to stand the fuck up. There we go. So here's the two same guys side by side. You've got, I'd say, what is the more muscular torso out of the two, where this one, it's muscular but it's more structured. This is just overly muscular. This torso really isn't the best choice for Austin Theory, in my opinion. I think this formula definitely suits him really well. Of course, taking a good look at everything else too, I want to say the arms are the same. I don't think there's any difference in the arms really. If anything, maybe a little bit, but I'm not too sure. And I think the leg molds are pretty much the same exact leg molds too, so that's kind of at least nice to think that for the most part this figure did get a nice haul when it comes to how the formula shapes. And it definitely does shape up really nice when it comes to the head scans. Of course, this one's got a basic head scan swap onto it. But with this one, it's got the nice beard. The hair looks good. Just everything about this head scan, I'd say, looks really good. The formula poses around pretty well, as he's got good ab crunch or rib articulation, as I guess I tend to call it every now and again. Of course, he's got the waist swivel, arms can move up and down, 360, bicep swivel. You got the double jointed elbows, you got articulation in the wrist if the wrist would move. There we go, boom. Now if you really want him to, he could do the Cobra, call in Santino if you will. Of course, you've got a nice kick forward. I want to say he can do a pretty decent super kick too if I can get the leg to move. There we go. I don't think he is on ball joints, which is why he takes a minute to pose up the super kick there. And oh, he actually is on ball joints, which is kind of funny to think. You may not be able to see it as well as I can off camera, but of course, double jointed knee. You got the upper thigh cut, you got the boot cut, you've got the ankle rock, you got the little bit of articulation in the ankle, no toe articulation because this is not an Ultimate Edition. Either way, realistically, this figure does have a lot of good things about it. You've got all the different designs on the trunks. You got the A-Town down on the left leg here. You got the Austin Theory all day on his buttocks. You got the AT going across the crotch piece. You got all day on the one knee pad. Same logo over here on his other leg. I do also love how the backings on the knee pads have different colors. You've got the AT on the boots. All around, this figure is a really damn solid piece. I cannot say anything bad about this. Like, this figure, it's good. I still may end up using this in the Fed at some point, so if he ends up coming in a little too muscular, who knows. But let's be honest, it's mainly because it's not like I'm going to take the time to torso swap these. Who knows though, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But with all that being said, we are kind of getting through this a little bit quicker than anticipated, but why don't we get them all posed up now, shall we? Alrighty, you guys, since we got them all posed up, we've got him posed up acting as if he's going to become the new United States champion in the pick fed. You know, not saying it would happen, maybe it could be a thing that could happen. I don't know if he'll beat Silver for it though, but who knows. With having the upgrade up in here, it definitely is a nice, like, breath of fresh air. Because the Austin Theory formula, I thought it was alright, but I definitely didn't care for it as much as other people probably would have. And I mean, that says a lot, at least for me, because I don't always care about the formulas and stuff like that. Like, I'm not gung-ho about it, but at the same time, certain figures I definitely like to be as accurate as possible. Like with Pete Dunne, for instance, I think that looks fairly accurate, you know what I mean? Of course, still have yet to review that one. So we could also mention this Pete Dunne, which I think runs on the same exact formula, if not maybe a little bit different. But either way, even with the differences, I think for their eras and what they represent as far as Pete Dunne goes, it does match up really well. Even with the skin tone differences as well, just having the slighter different shade to the skin tone, it does make a lot of a difference when you're putting them all side by side and stuff. So I can understand why people would like to see that more often. We get more updated formulas and more accurate formulas. Not everybody has to run on the same torso formula for 5 years, and Gunther, I guess you could say, kind of proved that when it comes to his Ringside Collectibles figure compared to his Elite, compared to his Ultimate Edition, which looks pretty interesting. I can't lie. I do want to get one, but I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But as far as this figure goes, because, you know, I should shut up and get into the ratings, right? What would I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? I would have to give him a good solid, I don't know, let's say a good solid 7. Not that it's a bad figure. The Adam Cole baby hands are a little weird because they look tiny. I thought they looked tiny with the Adam Cole figure, but they really look tiny on the Austin Theory figure. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. But I also wouldn't have minded getting an extra head scan like we did with the other Elite that I was just showing off a few minutes ago. We technically got 2 different expression head scans when it came to this figure right here. And if I'm going to be honest, they were kind of garbage, I'm not going to lie. But at least Mattel had attempted to try an expression scan. This one's just straight face, mean mugging. Of course, can appreciate that for what it is. But getting a screaming like head scan or something would have been pretty cool as well. With that being said though, what would I give it on a scale of a 1 to 5 star match? Of course, you know, because we got to get our Meltzer rating in there. We got to rate it on a scale from 1 to Young Buck. So if we gave it a scale of a 1 to Young Buck, with it being a 7 on the 1 to 10, I'd have to say it's at least a good solid 3 on the 1 to 5. If you agree with me, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. But with that all being said, I'm not going to sit here and talk your ear off for 5-10 more minutes, even though I probably technically will, and I'm just saying that. Anywho, with that being said though, if you did like the video, feel free to like the video. And if you didn't like the video, well, womp womp, I guess. If you did like the video though, if you did, feel free to check out some of my other action figure reviews, unboxings, and or pick fed related content. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, seeing the views, seeing the likes and all that kind of stuff, it does help out. Which, you know, speaking of that, another thing that does help out too, if you guys would like to, feel free to subscribe. After all, it is free to subscribe. It's not like I'm fucking forcing you guys. I'm not gonna hold you at gunpoint like Minoru Suzuki on a subway train. You know, by the way, I hope you guys like that little thumbnail there, because it made me chuckle a little bit when I realized I could do that. Finally found the picture in good quality. Anyway, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we are on the road to 250 subs. We are currently sitting at 228 as of currently recording, and let's be honest, it definitely would be pretty cool if we can get this channel up at 250 by August 18th. If you guys don't know, that is the 2-year anniversary of the channel. We are approaching that really soon. I do have a pretty interesting idea in mind for that day, but we'll just have to wait and see. As far as that goes though, one more thing I did almost forget, feel free to follow me on Instagram of the same name. You'll notice with the same profile picture. And I also do have a link to the YouTube channel in the bio on Instagram as well. I can't remember exactly what it says, but meh. On that note, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I don't know. You'll probably enjoy it much more than me, because I have to get ready to leave for work in about an hour. So, womp womp for me. Press F in the chats to pay your respects. And on that note, we are out of here. Deuces, ooses, A-Town down!